Welcome back to the podcast Take Two, where we talk all things women, where we are looking to redefine our bodies, our confidence, our identity, and have a fresh take on things. Maybe we tried it once, or we haven't tried it at all, and now it's our time to make it happen. I want to introduce you to someone who has become a really great friend. She started off as a client. And has become more of a good friend to me. She's an amazing woman. She does so many things, but I think her story will resonate with you as women. There's not much of anything about her beginning of trying to make herself better physically, mentally, that doesn't resonate with the reasons why people feel like they can't do something, or they feel stuck, or they don't like any part of being better or bettering themselves because it's hard. And she is going to be here to tell her story, and I think that you will just kind of maybe find a part of yourself in that story, and that you will be able to take what she has to offer and maybe make your next step. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Casey. You probably know who she is because she's a pretty popular gal around here if you are local. But anyway, she, like I said, has a great story, and thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So tell me about your story. So we, like I said, we didn't know each other really,
Right.
And then at some part of your story, you reached out to me, and the rest is history. But let's take them back to your life, where you were at mentally, physically, how you felt, and
Okay, yeah. So my journey didn't necessarily start because I wanted to lose weight or change my body image, even though working out has changed those, and I'm grateful for that. But mine was because I wanted to become mentally stronger. Mm-hmm. So at the time, when I first started working out, I was on 2 medications. I was on an antidepressant and an anxiety medicine. And it all started, it was my 6-month visit, because you have to go every 6 months to get your prescription refilled. And I was having some side effects. So I was talking to my doctor about that. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to put you on another medication to help with those side effects. And I was like, is there anything we can do to get off of these? Can we have a plan? And she's like, they're really hard to get off of. You're probably just going to be on those for the rest of your life, and you need to accept that, basically. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. If anybody that's ever been on those types of medications knows it's a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. You need to up your dosage. That medication no longer works. You need a different medication. And it was a roller coaster that I no longer wanted to be on.
Yeah.
So I remember going back out to my vehicle, and I just started crying. I felt so defeated. And so I did a lot of research, hours of research, lots of podcasts, and everything was coming back to diet, exercise, food intake, what you're putting in your body, your water, all of that stuff. And I was just at rock bottom, where I was like, I don't know how exercising is going to help this, but if it does, great.
Let's give it a go.
So that's when I knew of you, and I knew a little bit of your story. I followed you on Facebook, and I could relate to you because you were so real. You would share your good days, you would share your bad days, and I'm like, she is a real person.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I share more bad than good. I'm like, ugh, boy,
well, usually we have more bad days than good, let's be honest. But so I reached out to you. I didn't know where to start. So I was like, well, I know somebody that does. So I reached out to you. And that was nerve-wracking. I didn't know you. I never exercised before. Yeah. I would walk and things like that, but never did weightlifting. I wasn't athletic in school. Mm-hmm. So that was scary in itself, just reaching out and trying something new. I was at the point where I'm like, if it's going to work, let's do it.
Right.
So I reached out to you, and I started, and I think I was with you about a month or two. I can't remember the exact time.
Yeah, it was pretty short.
Yeah, so, and then I worked out, and it was hard, and I stopped because it was hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is hard.
Yes, and it wasn't just hard. Let's clarify. You hated every aspect of it.
You're right, I did.
Okay, you hated it. And like I remember, like your heart rate got up. You're like, oh, God, is this normal? Like, should my heart rate raise? I'm like, yeah, that's working out. And
yeah, like I'm sweating. I don't like
sweating.
this.
You're like, I hate sweating. I don't like this. Is awful. Like there wasn't one aspect
That's
that you
true.
enjoyed. And so yeah, so you.
Yeah.
It was short-lived. There,
Yes,
that first
yeah,
go.
2 months at the most.
Yes, yeah.
So I quit because it was hard. And there is no magic pill that's just going to make you feel better, and you
Right.
have to do the hard work. So I reached back out to you. I don't remember how long I was off. I would say probably a month or two.
Either. Yeah, I think it was like September-ish you came around that time, and then you had like a trip or something in February, and then I didn't hear from you for, I don't know, maybe a month or two.
So I had a pause there.
Yeah, there was a pause.
And it wasn't until after I stopped that I realized how much I did need you. And so like how just better I felt. And so I reached back out to you, and I started with you, and I was with you for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, so.
Again, it doesn't feel like 2 years, you know? It's like, gosh, that was really, it seemed like, I don't know, the time just really flew by.
Right.
With that.
And now I'm happy to say that I'm on no medication.
Yes, that's pretty awesome. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And not saying that that medication is not something
Correct.
that people need or there's a need for it.
Yes.
But I just feel like you get to a point in life where you might not need that, you know?
Right, you might not. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, you have to talk with your doctor and, you know, those types of things, and, you know, maybe you do. I don't know your story, but
Right.
for you, this was the case for you. And exercise and, you know, watching, you know, making better choices with your food, or at least eating enough of the right types of foods, all of that helped you and helped you in
absolutely.
that regard. So what does life look like now? Like, you know, so you work out on your own now. Well, let's go back a little bit. So you came to me, and then because you are a busy gal, you know, like and you live in Missouri.
Yeah.
So to come here and then try to get to your work and that kind of stuff became pretty late in the day, and it was a lot. So we started virtual training every morning, 5 a.m. That's right. That's right. And I always said, you know, that's a tough one 5 a.m. is always tough to have a client at 5 a.m. and I've had that for years. But that 5 a.m. client, one, you know, they need to be someone who wants to show up, who wants to work. Doesn't mean they always love it. Doesn't mean they're always feeling great or having a great day. But that person has to be someone who you want to get up for and pour yourself into, because it's a tough time to do that. And so we did that for, like you said, about 2 years. And then, you know, now you're, you know, on your own, working out, like, you know,
I don't
every
work out
day.
as hard as you pushed me, but I still need you.
I like to just to get you to need me just a little bit.
Yes,
I'm just kidding.
yes.
I'm just kidding. No, you graduated, you know, and so like you're doing your own thing and working out and that kind of thing. You know, how do you feel? I mean, what keeps you going? What pushes you past that?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I would like to say that maybe you like exercise a little bit more, but I don't know that you love it. You might. I don't know.
No, I don't love it. I do it because of the benefits that it has to it. I love it when it's over, and I'm proud of myself when it's over.
Yeah.
But no, since then, I mean, I am a much better version of myself. Like 2025 was a great year for me. Like I won the Empower Her Award, Agent of the Year, and my business won the Business of the Year. My kids are excelling. As a family, we went to church more than we ever have. And I'm not just saying that exercise has done all of that.
Sure.
But if you pour into yourself and you invest in yourself and you work at becoming the best version of yourself, good things just happen.
Yes, I believe that.
You know, and before I started exercising and, you know, pouring into myself, on those bad days, I would lay in bed. I would feel sorry for myself and just wait until the valley closed, you know, and then I would get back up and do it all over. But now it's like, you just push through them. And I think that makes you a better person in general too. So, and then with you, you were a life coach as well. So I think that helped me push through and like no excuses. Like life happens.
It
like
does,
life is life. And you have to pick yourself up and, you know, do it for yourself, but for my family too. Like I want my kids to see me do hard things, difficult things. And maybe one day when they're going through struggles, I will be able to help them through those and not be like, well, we just lay in bed when we feel that way.
Right, exactly.
Like, no, we get up and we push through and we do what we got to do. And not saying that I never have days where I'm not my best self.
Right.
But every day I wake up and I try to be
Yeah.
the best version of myself.
Yeah. No, I love that, because I think that we spend so much time taking care of everybody else or going with what everybody else's schedule looks like, and then we don't take time for ourselves.
Right.
And we think we're doing a good thing because our kids need us, or our husband or significant other or whatever, or work needs us. And what we forget is that everybody's taking from us. If we never pour into ourselves, we are not our best version for
Right.
them, and we're not really doing them the best service that we think we are.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes we get caught up in that identity of being a mom, or a business owner or a wife or whatever.
And making the excuse of, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
you make time for things that are important to you.
You absolutely do, no question. And I never considered myself a morning person, but
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, right. But if that's the only time you've got, right? It's
Right.
like we could not do it at all, and where's that going to get us?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you have 2 businesses, 3 kids, a husband. I imagine, you could be doing a million other things other than working out. Even though you get up at 5 to do it, you probably still could choose to do something
Right.
else. Laundry, emails, whatever, anything. But you choose to take time for yourself. And what you talked about, doing it not just for you, but for your kids, your family and that kind of thing. Do you have advice for people who, I don't know, one, they know part of it, or it's intimidating.
Yeah.
And then also when life is hard and busy, and, those 2, any advice on those 2 topics?
Yeah. I mean, it comes back to discipline. Motivation is very short-lived.
It is, yeah. It will never sustain you.
Yeah, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm not motivated to do
Yeah.
the hard things or things that I don't want to do.
Right.
So discipline, you just have to be disciplined and, believe in yourself and have goals and reach for those goals, and stop making excuses. When I first started with you, I had every excuse, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably could have wrote a book on me with excuses, and I would share things with you, and you're like, okay, like, that happened, but we're not going to make excuses. Like, we're going to keep going, and that's what I needed. And I think a lot of women out there do need you. I would tell you a lot. I'm like, everybody needs a Dawn. Everybody needs a Dawn.
Oh.
If she's not your Dawn, find you one.
Find a Dawn. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny. So another story that I think about, we saying that, I think it was you. You were on vacation or somewhere, and you sent me a picture of someone at the airport or whatever who maybe didn't have a backside, they didn't have a butt, and you're like, this girl needs Dawn.
Yes, because if you know Dawn, you know that she's known for building the backside. So yes, the peaches.
Yes,
yep.
You're like, this girl needs Dawn.
Yes, I'm like, yes, she needs Dawn, and and I don't think you intentionally do that. It just happens.
I don't know. It just happens.
Build good butts, I guess.
Hey, and I cannot lie. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know how it happens, but it does happen. But yeah, so it's like, I think that so many people, like I said, women, they don't have a plan. They don't know where to go. And, like you said, it's not, you don't have to find me. Like, it's not necessarily anything special about me, but, you can't sit around and think about all the reasons why you can't start or can't begin, because by the time you are less busy, or you have less going on, or you think the time is finally right, it's my time, you have aged at that point, because if you're not going to stop being busy until your kids are old enough to.
And your kids are growing.
Yes.
And I feel like in my household anyway, like, I set the tone. So if I come home and I'm in a bad mood, it just sets the tone for the whole house. So like, my family deserves better than that. My kids deserve better than that. Not saying that I'm perfect, because there's days that I go home and I'm still not the best version of myself, but I feel like I'm better. And there has been people that are close to me that have been like, there's been a change in you. You carry yourself better, and that's pretty inspiring.
It is, absolutely. We all want to have the aesthetics, no question. We all want to look good, like we work out and feel better in our clothes and our bathing suits and our jeans and all those things. But it is so much more than that.
Yeah.
So much more than that.
That's not enough to keep you going.
Oh, it's not. No.
So
people
you have to
ask all
find
the
your
time.
why.
We all have mirrors in our house.
Right.
And if we didn't like something, we can see it every day. And if that was enough, we would stop having those problems.
Right.
Because we would do something about it.
We were both pregnant with twins.
We were, yes.
So,
we were.
yeah, we were very big.
We were.
And I was okay. I mean, of course, I didn't want to do it forever, but
No.
it's like you just get used to that and accustomed to that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I won't let myself get over this weight. And then you get comfortable with that weight, and then
Yes.
it's another 5 pounds.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so,
Yeah.
you have to find your why. And my why was I just wanted to be the best version of myself for myself and for the people that I love.
Yes, and I think that's fantastic. I'm not saying that, I mean, I would say the majority of people who come to me or start working out or whatever, that's the thing. They want to lose body fat, put on lean muscle mass, not, have energy, those types of things. And those are, wonderful things.
Right.
And necessary. But I know in my circumstances with my clients, it ends up being way more than that. And I know it's going to be way more than that. They don't know it's going to be way more than that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think that it's the whole package, the whole picture. So whatever, you need to do to find that, to at least get out of your own headspace and to start to be a better version of yourself for everyone around you. I mean, like you said, everyone deserves that better version of you.
Yeah.
And hiding behind our busyness or our kids or our spouses isn't really doing anyone any favors.
Right.
So
yeah, because like I get up at 5 a.m. and I, do some movement, but I could either sleep another hour or get up. And that hour that I get up and move is going to benefit me more than that extra hour of sleep.
A lot of times that extra hour, like you're more tired. You just feel sluggish and you just hardly want to function. But that little bit of tired in the beginning part is gone pretty quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah, once you get up, and like
Yes.
I think working out with you coached me on how to do things like that, on get your clothes out the night before, make your pre-workout the night before. And those, I used to be a person that had like 5 alarms to get up in the morning. Now it's like 1 alarm. When that alarm gets up, when it goes off, you get up. No excuses.
You do, exactly.
So, and it used to be like, oh, I was tired. I didn't sleep well. But it was, So
it's worth it. And,
yes.
and it doesn't happen by accident, like you said. You have to be intentional. If you're going to say you're going to get up in the morning, get up in the morning.
Yeah.
You don't have to like it. You don't have to want it. You don't have to feel good about it. And you can be as tired as you want to be when you wake up. But if you say you're going to do it, then do it. At least hold that one thing true to yourself. Lay your clothes out. Make your pre-workout, whatever you're doing, coffee, whatever your thing is. Get all of it together. I have a garage gym, but I go to the gym a lot of times just to push myself outside of my little comfort zone, because I need that too.
Yeah.
And my keys are in my backpack. My headphones are in my bag. Everything is in my bag except my water. I fill it up in the morning. My pre-workout's ready. I put it in my bag and I go. My clothes are laying in the bathroom, and I try to see how fast I can get out of that house.
Right.
That's like my new goal.
Right. Yeah.
Because just something fun.
Yeah.
But you can't lay in that bed and think, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, because guess what? You will never get out of that bed.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah, and you're the only person that can do the work.
Oh, the only one.
Like I said, there's no magic pill that's going to make you feel better.
No.
And you have to choose your hard.
Yeah.
It's all hard.
It is all
Working
hard.
out's hard. It's hard getting up, but it's hard. Where I was 3 years ago was a heck of a lot harder than my hard today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Well, it's like, when you started, and your story that you told me about, like your coffee, shop, which was you had the trailer at the time.
Yeah.
And, we like worked the legs and,
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah. How'd that go? How'd that work for you?
Yeah, so, I left your building, and then I went to the coffee shop, and I walked out of the coffee shop, and my legs just folded.
Right
Yep.
down.
Yep, like Jell-O.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was pretty hard.
And I chose to come back. I did
right?
come back, so. Yeah.
I felt pretty honored.
But
about
it is pretty rewarding too when you don't, like, I didn't come from, working out and things like that. And when I realized I could do it, like, there is a confidence and you're proud of yourself.
You're
like,
not kidding, yeah.
I can do that. And then it sounds simple, but it's like you did that and then you're just confident. You're like, well, I can do anything. Like, I didn't think that I could run half a mile, and look at me now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And I think that that's important just for everybody to just have some confidence and be proud of yourself too. And a lot of people are ashamed to admit that. Like, I don't want to admit that I'm proud of myself, but I'm very proud of myself.
Well, yeah. So you touched on that, and I'm going to come back to that because that's a very big one for women especially.
Yes.
But, talking about doing hard things, it's like that was clearly hard. Your legs were like done for. That was hard. But realizing, when you start working out, it's going to be hard just because you haven't moved. The movement's going to be hard. Well, once that gets pretty easy, then we make it harder. And so it should always be hard. We should never just walk in and walk out like that was nothing.
Right.
It should be hard. We should be challenging ourselves always, improving and being better. And so this gets easier, we make it hard. This gets easier, we make it hard.
Right.
So it's never not hard, but you get better at doing hard things in the gym, and I think in life too, because like you said, once you realize you can push past that and you can do that hard thing, then you do that, you take that on into parenting or emotional stuff or work or like goals, like, you know, some of the awards you've won this year, you had to push hard and work hard for those things. And it's like, you know, if we just don't have that confidence and that hard, the reality that we can make those hard choices and do hard things, then sometimes we sell ourselves short and we don't push past in the other areas of our life.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's sad, but you don't know it until you know it. Like, you don't realize until you're like, ah, yes, you can be proud of yourself. I mean, why wouldn't you be proud of yourself just stepping into that gym or stepping into that studio or calling that personal trainer or whoever? That's the first step, and that's number one. And you should feel really good about that and feel proud of yourself. And then keep honoring that commitment you made to yourself and keep showing up for yourself and your kids or your family or
Yeah,
whomever.
and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm proud of myself, and I know that that does, my kids see that, because like I will hear my kids, I'm like, are you proud of yourself? Or I will hear them say, I'm proud of myself for doing that. And I'm like, I love that.
That's right.
Yeah, just be proud of yourself.
Just be proud of yourself. And I would say, no, I don't think it happens for men, because I don't think they even think about that too deep. You know, we're always thinking, they're like, nah.
They don't think.
They're like, hey, I lifted, 800 pounds yesterday. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. You know, they don't care. They'll tell the world, right?
Right.
And we're like, I'm proud of myself, but you can't really pat yourself on the back too much or too, because people will look at you like, oh, well, who does she think she is? You know?
Yeah.
And so we need to get away from that. So I love that your kids are saying, I'm proud of myself, because you should be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Just because you did something
Because if you're looking for the world to be proud of you,
yes,
it's tough.
It's
you
tough.
know how it is. So,
it is tough. Yeah.
Be proud of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Because why not? I mean, I don't know. I think that should be our new norm. We should be making that normal.
Yeah.
Let's normalize being proud of yourself and saying that you're good at something.
Right.
Yeah. So obviously I'm a personal trainer, and I have another business that I'm going back into, and it's like I made a statement that it's like, okay, guess what? You can be good at more than one thing.
Right.
Like I'm not just good at what I do as a personal trainer. I can be good at this other thing too, because it's.
And you don't have to be good to start.
No, you don't. You don't have to be good to start.
Yeah.
But it's like saying, hey, I'm good at this, or I can do this, and honestly, in that same realm, I don't know how you felt. We never really talked about this, I don't think. I have clients who don't even want to tell anyone that they're doing it, that they're training, that they're working out.
Right.
I think mostly it's a fear that they're going to quit or fail.
Yeah.
And they don't want to have someone, hold them accountable to that or say anything about it. But then also, too, I think it is, well, who does she think she is, getting a personal trainer or going to the gym, trying to make herself better?
Right.
Because maybe they're not making themselves better.
Like, who are you trying to impress?
Yeah, exactly. Did you ever deal with that? I mean, I never.
Yes. And I mean, I wasn't never ashamed to say that I was trying it, because I'm the type of person that I'm willing to try. I'm willing to go out and see, I think that's how my businesses have grown too. But when I started my coffee shop business, I didn't tell anybody, not even my husband.
Oh.
Until I had it all planned, and I bought the trailer, and I'm like, hey, you need to go to Nashville and pick this trailer up, because we're opening a coffee shop. So I get that of people, because if you hear the outside noise and the negativity, and sometimes it's just like, I don't need anybody else's validation or opinion. This is what I'm doing. And so, but I have talked to other women that feel that way, and they're like, well, what's my husband going to think? Is he going to think, like, why are you doing this? Or, but I'm like, it's for me. Like, I'm doing it for me. I want to feel better. I want to be the best version of myself, and, be the best for my kids and be healthy for them. And it was never about being skinny, and it's about being strong.
It is, absolutely.
And strong in every aspect, health-wise, mental. And if you know me, I'm very loud and obnoxious at my kids' ball games and wrestling tournaments and things like that. So if I'm out there telling them, Jace, hustle up, and then I don't do anything.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
like, it's kind of hypocritical.
Right, yeah,
So when
yeah.
he sees me down there being active and being my best, then
Absolutely.
when I push him to do that, then, you know, I think that he takes me a little more serious. I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
but,
you know, kids. But yes,
right.
but yeah. But they at least know that you know what you're talking about. I mean, you do the work. Like, they watch you. You know, my kids will walk into the garage gym and be like, oh, okay. My daughter's like, okay, Patty.
Right,
you know,
right,
I'm
yes.
like, oh, but I don't
yes.
even know she's coming in there, you know,
Yes.
whatever. It's like, because I'm doing it for me, but, you
Right.
know, they're
Yes.
seeing it. And I think that it does give you some credibility, you know, when you're talking to your kids about hustling and doing hard things.
Yeah.
They see you doing those things, and so it doesn't feel like.
And then when they go through life things and that are hard, you can help coach them and guide them through that because you've been there.
Yeah,
So, yeah. And then I think I have 2 girls, so confidence in women in general is just really lacking, you know. So I want them to be confident and strong women. So hopefully I am that example for them, and that will
definitely
lead them to that way.
Do you think that you would? I mean, we can't go back and like figure out what life would be like. But do you think that you would be so much caught up in like confidence and feeling strong and making hard choices and doing hard things? Do you think you would be so strong in that mantra if you hadn't have started and working and being who you are now?
Absolutely not. No. Yeah. I wouldn't have known. I would have just been not that confident person. Like, I feel like within the last 2 to 3 years, it's really, really bloomed. And I think it comes with age too.
Oh, sure.
You know, you get, you know, you don't take people's opinions as much as when you're younger and things like that. But I think I know how that feels. So that scares me a little bit for my girls. So that's why I try to show them it's okay to be proud and confident. So then they are proud and confident.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Any advice, anything you want to add, like, you know, to anyone, the woman who is scared, doesn't have a clue, or who has all the excuses, or who's just so busy. And busy is relative, right? We're all busy. It just looks different.
Right, yeah.
My busy looks different than yours and vice versa, but we're all busy.
We are,
know?
yeah.
So
but you make time for what's important to you.
Yeah.
So just start. Like, I started with you at your gym, and then I went to my basement. I just have a small unfinished part in my basement. I bought a $135 dumbbell set, and that's what I use. So it's like, stop making the excuses and invest in yourself and just do it. Just start. And if you don't know where to start, find somebody that does.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
just start.
Yes. We can't wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time.
Right.
You know, perfect is, you know, what is perfect? There is no perfect time. Life is not going to slow down for you.
Right.
You know, the kids aren't going to be less busy. You're not going to be less tired.
Right. Yeah, because I'm busier now than what I was when I first started.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yes, exactly. Yeah. And I think, the tiredness, that doesn't change. I mean, you know, the older you get, the more tired you are, you know.
Right.
It's a whole hormonal thing we'll talk about one of these days. But I mean, so it never gets like, it's my time now. I have all this energy and I'm so ready. That ain't gonna happen. It's a vicious cycle. You're not gonna be ready or have all that emotion or that excitement or energy until you actually get on that wheel and do it. You know.
Yep, I agree.
So just start. Don't try to be perfect. Just make
don't
the decision for
overthink
yourself.
it. Just start.
Don't overthink it. Words of wisdom
I know,
from 2 overthinkers.
I know, right? Yeah. We're a work in progress.
I know. That's all you can do is have goals and be better each day, right?
Right. Progress, not perfection.
That's right. Yes. That's how it goes. But yeah. Well, I mean, I thank you for doing this. I know it was so out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
That was a big deal.
Yes.
You know.
I've been up since 2
2 a.m. Yeah. So you're going to sleep well tonight, I hope.
Yes, I should. Yes.
Taking a nap
Hey,
after
I did
this.
still work out this morning, though. So
Been up since 2.
Yep.
Very nervous. Still worked out. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you feel like I got to work out this morning?
I did. I did. Yes.
Yeah. Well, perfect. So, yeah. So, and you know, like I said, I ask you to be a part of this because there's not one part of your story that doesn't resonate with someone. There's a woman out there that has some part of what you are going through because, you know, I mean, you're the everything, you know, the mental aspect of it, the tiredness of it, the never worked out a day in your life, didn't like it, hated it, all the things, and then, you know, but you still made the decision. Even though you stopped, you came back, you did it, and
Right.
then look at you go. Like now you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
So
And I
thanks.
appreciate you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you are a friend now. That's
Yes.
that's even better than a client. I think.
I agree.
As being
Absolutely.
a friend. So, but yeah, so thanks again. I appreciate it, and thanks to you for hopefully listening to this podcast. Like I said, I want this to be something that helps you to understand as a woman that you are not alone, that you can do hard things, that you can be better. Again, it's called Take Two because we are getting a second chance to better ourselves, to be better than we were before, to redefine our lives, our bodies, our confidence, our identity. And we have the power to do that within us. And I hope that you see that. I hope that you see that Casey has done that and she has chosen that. And if you have any questions or things that you want to talk about or you want to be a part of this podcast, let me know. I'm all about information and helping you and learning new things myself. So anyway, thanks again. Appreciate it.